Jesus says in the Bible in John chapter 8, verse 42, you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. So now, what does that tell us? That knowledge is a prerequisite to freedom, right? Now, Jesus didn't specify what truth would make us free, right? He just said the truth would make us free. So now, the question that we have to ask is, do black people know the truth? And if you look at our condition bears witness that what? That we don't know the truth. Some of y'all woke up this morning, opened up the newspaper, and rather than thanking God for you getting up, right, you looked in the newspaper at your horoscope. Is that right? To see what was going to happen in your life. Now, how can you put your faith in a horoscope and take your faith out of God? When there's 6 billion people on the planet Earth, right? And there's only 12 zodiac signs. So that means there's 500 million people per zodiac sign. Is that right? Do you mean to tell me that the same thing is going to happen to all 500 million people on that same day? We've been lied to. Is that right? Now, I know what you read. Thank you. You read it this morning. It said, love is waiting for you around the corner. Do not fight it. Just go with the flow. What if I'm in jail? If I'm in jail and I'm reading that, and it says love is waiting around the corner, how should I interpret that? All praise is due to Allah. Now, so we bear witness that we've been lied to. Is that right? We were taught that when we died, we were going to go to the sky to live in the sky, right? And there's gates in the sky to keep you out. But if you're a spirit, what do you need a gate for, right? There's gold streets floating somewhere in the sky, right? And there's a man at a ticket booth, right? Waiting for you to get your ticket out so you can come into the sky, right? Now, the enemy has built telescopes that could see beyond the sun, right? Beyond the moon and beyond the stars. But you never went to the NASA website and saw a picture of heaven, right? They showed you pictures of Mars, everything else, but they never showed you a picture of heaven, right? We were lied to so that we would work all our lives building a heaven for them. Is that right? And I know they told you that when you died, you were going to hell. Is that right? That's crazy. And they told, where did they say hell was? It was in the middle of the ground, the middle of the earth. Is that right? Well, now let's do some simple math. We're taught that the earth is 7,926 miles in diameter. Is that right? And you should have learned in geometry that radius is half the diameter. So that means hell is 3,963 miles from the surface of the earth. Is that right? What did they tell you? They told you that hell, which is in the center of the earth, is 10 times hotter than the sun. Is that what they told you? Yes, they did. Now, you should have asked them, how hot is the sun? We're taught that the surface of the sun is 14,007 degrees Fahrenheit on the surface. Is that right? So now if hell is 10 times hotter than the sun, that means it's 140,070 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's only 4,000 miles away. Now, the temperatures on the earth get up to 100 degrees, 110, 120, from a sun that is 93 million miles away, right? You mean to tell me that hell is only 4,000 miles away and you don't feel the heat from hell on your feet? That's crazy as hell. All praise is due to Allah. All praise is due to Allah. We live in Chicago and it snows every year. And the heat from hell has never melted the snow. Is that right? So now, we're taught by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad that heaven and hell are conditions of life on earth. If it's hot outside, what do you say? It's hot as hell. If it's cold outside, what do you say? It's cold as hell. You ain't got no money, what do you say? I'm broke as hell. You see a woman and she's fine, what do you say? She fine as hell. You see a man and he ugly, what do you say? He ugly as hell. conditions of life on earth, not places you go after you die. All praise is due to Allah. All praise is due to Allah. Now, so you need to get yours while you're still alive and stop waiting to go somewhere. I know Tupac asked the question, is there a heaven for a G? The answer is no. You gotta have to build yours right here, like everybody else. And then they lied and told you that Jesus went to heaven on a cloud from earth. Now, if heaven is past the sun, moon, and stars, and Pluto is 4,600,000,000 miles away from the earth, right? That means Pluto is 4,507,000,000 miles away from, if Pluto is 4,600,000,000 miles from the sun, that means Pluto is 4,507,000,000 miles from the earth. Are y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
And the average speed of a cloud is 6 miles an hour. That's the average speed. So now, if Jesus is going to heaven on a cloud, traveling at 6 miles an hour, it would take him 85,690 years just to get to Pluto. And if he's coming back in 2000, there's no way he can make it back in time to raise the dead. Are y'all with me? So what's the point? All praise is due to Allah. The point is that we've been lied to. So now God is duty bound to send us somebody to tell us the truth. Because the Bible asks the question, how can they know except they have a teacher? And how can they have a teacher except he be sent? And I submit to you that the Honorable Louis Farrakhan is that teacher that is sent by God.